As far back as I can remember, the ocean had cast its spell on me. Living in a small coastal town, our house was just a short walk from the beach. I spent countless hours exploring the shoreline, collecting shells, and watching the myriad of creatures that inhabited the tide pools. My mother, a gentle soul who recognized my fascination, nurtured my curiosity by taking me to the local library to find books about marine life and the mysteries of the deep. "What's this one about, Mom?" I'd ask, my eyes wide with wonder as I pointed to a book with a vivid illustration of a coral reef on the cover. "It's about the beautiful world beneath the surface of the ocean," she replied with a smile. "Would you like to read it together?" "Yes, please," I exclaimed, clutching the book to my chest. One sunny afternoon, while exploring the tide pools with my best friend, Lucy, we discovered a stranded baby seal. Its dark eyes, filled with fear and confusion, seemed to look directly into my soul. My heart ached for the helpless creature, and I knew I couldn't just walk away. "We need to help it, Lucy," I said, my voice trembling with urgency. "I don't know, Isabelle," Lucy hesitated, glancing around the deserted beach. "What if its mother comes back and we scare her away?" "We can't just leave it here," I insisted, kneeling down beside the shivering seal pup. "It's clearly in trouble. We have to do something." With a sigh, Lucy nodded her agreement. Together, we cautiously approached the baby seal, our hands shaking as we carefully pushed it back into the water. We watched with bated breath as the little creature swam away, disappearing beneath the waves. "That felt amazing, didn't it?" Lucy asked, a spark of excitement in her eyes. I nodded, feeling an overwhelming sense of purpose. "We made a difference, Lucy. I want to keep making a difference. I want to protect these creatures and their home." That moment, with the salt water nipping at our toes and the cries of seagulls filling the air, cemented my resolve to dedicate my life to the study and preservation of marine life. The ocean had called to me, and I would answer. As I stood outside the imposing university building, my heart pounded with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. I was acutely aware of the challenges I would face as a woman entering the male-dominated field of marine biology, but I refused to let that deter me. Taking a deep breath, I stepped inside, determined to make my mark in the world of academia. My first meeting with Professor Andrews, my marine biology advisor, was both intimidating and inspiring. His office was adorned with photographs of his expeditions, shelves of academic awards, and a large aquarium teeming with colorful fish. "Isabelle, welcome to the program," he said, his eyes twinkling behind his glasses. "I've read your application, and I must say, your passion for marine life is palpable." "Thank you, Professor," I replied, trying to suppress the nervous quiver in my voice. I've dreamt of studying marine biology ever since I was a little girl. As the semester progressed, I dove headfirst into my studies, determined to excel in every class. My dedication and hard work didn't go unnoticed, as I soon earned the respect and admiration of my classmates. Among them was Tom, a passionate advocate for marine conservation who shared my enthusiasm for protecting the ocean's delicate ecosystems. "Isabelle, your presentation on coral reef bleaching was eye-opening," Tom said one day as we walked to our next class together. "It's a topic that doesn't get enough attention." "Thank you, Tom," I responded, feeling a sense of camaraderie. "Your research on overfishing was equally enlightening. It's a problem that can't be ignored any longer." Together, we formed a study group, exchanging ideas and challenging each other's viewpoints. As we delved deeper into our research, we became aware of the urgent need for marine conservation and the significant role we could play in making a difference. One afternoon, while working in the lab, I encountered Dr. Patel, a renowned marine biologist whose work I had long admired. She noticed the project I was working on and approached me. "Isabelle, I've been following your work on the effects of pollution on sea turtles," she said, her voice filled with genuine interest. "It's impressive, and I'd like to discuss some of your findings further, if you're interested." "I'd be honored, Dr. Patel," I replied, trying to contain my excitement. Over the course of the semester, Dr. Patel became not only a mentor but also a confidant and friend. She offered invaluable guidance and support, which helped me navigate the challenges of academia and strengthen my determination to succeed in my chosen field. As my career progressed, I found myself transitioning from student to expert, speaking at conferences and collaborating with renowned conservation organizations. One particularly memorable event was the International Marine Conservation Symposium, where I was invited to present my research on the impact of microplastics on marine ecosystems. It was a surreal experience, standing before a room filled with accomplished professionals, including some who had inspired me in my early years. Dr. Isabelle Thompson, the conference host, announced, "Please welcome her to the stage." As I stepped up to the podium, my nerves momentarily got the better of me. But as I scanned the audience, I spotted Dr. Patel and Professor Andrews, their encouraging smiles giving me the strength to deliver my speech. After my presentation, I was approached by several attendees who expressed their admiration for my work. Among them was Alex, a charismatic marine biologist whose research on sustainable fishing practices had garnered international attention. "Isabelle, your presentation was truly inspiring," Alex said, extending a hand. "Your dedication to understanding and combating the microplastics issue is both admirable and necessary." "Thank you, Alex," I responded, feeling a mix of pride and humility. "Your work on sustainable fishing practices is equally important. I've been following your research for quite some time." Our shared passion for marine conservation drew us closer, and we began collaborating on various projects. As we spent more time together, our professional relationship blossomed into a deep friendship, and eventually, we started dating. Balancing my personal and professional life wasn't easy, but Alex's unwavering support and understanding made it possible. One evening, after a long day of fieldwork, Alex and I found ourselves sitting on a rocky outcrop overlooking the ocean. The sun was setting, painting the sky with hues of pink and orange, as we discussed our latest research findings. "Isabelle, have you ever considered starting a marine conservation organization?" Alex asked, their eyes filled with excitement. "Together, we could make an even greater impact." The idea resonated with me, and together, we founded Ocean's Guardians, a non-profit organization focused on marine conservation and education. Our collaboration not only strengthened our professional goals but also brought us closer as a couple, bound by our shared purpose and love for the ocean. Over the years, Ocean's Guardians grew from a fledgling non-profit organization into a globally recognized force for marine conservation. Our efforts led to the creation of new marine sanctuaries, stricter regulations on plastic waste, and increased public awareness of the threats facing our oceans. Despite the challenges, our dedication never wavered, and our shared passion for marine life only grew stronger. One day, after delivering a keynote speech at a prestigious conference, I was approached by Mia, a bright and ambitious young woman who had recently completed her master's degree in marine biology. Dr. Isabelle Thompson, she began, her voice filled with admiration. I just wanted to say that your work has been a major inspiration to me throughout my studies. Your passion and dedication to marine conservation have motivated me to pursue a career in this field. Her words touched me deeply, and I could see a younger version of myself in her determined eyes. Thank you, Mia, I replied, my heart swelling with pride. The ocean needs passionate advocates like you. If there's anything I can do to help you in your journey, please don't hesitate to reach out. As time went on, I found myself increasingly focused on mentoring the next generation of marine biologists. Under my guidance, Mia and others like her developed their skills, conducted groundbreaking research, and carried the torch for marine conservation. One evening, as Alex and I sat on our porch overlooking the ocean, we reminisced about our journey and the impact our work had made on the world's oceans. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow across the water, as we discussed our legacy. Do you think we've made a difference, Isabelle? Alex asked, their eyes reflecting the vibrant colors of the sunset. I believe we have, Alex, I replied, a sense of satisfaction filling me. But the work doesn't end with us. It's up to the next generation to continue the fight for marine conservation, and I have faith that they'll carry on our mission. As we sat there, hand in hand, the sound of the waves rolling onto the shore served as a reminder of the beauty and fragility of the world we had dedicated our lives to protect. The ocean had been my life's calling, and I knew that our work had inspired a new generation to protect and preserve the world's most precious treasure.